Recently, I got a comment in one of my videos and someone asked, how do I forgive myself for holding on to the hurt that someone else has caused me? In this video, I am going to share with you one of the most helpful, simplistic things that I heard that made it so much easier for me to finally let go of the loss of my athletic career, let go of, certain hurt and past hurt, and finally also forgive myself for holding on to the hurt of losing my career and some other things as well. It does start with understanding that you deserve to forgive yourself because you deserve to not carry around that pain and hurt with you into the rest of your life, right? And of course it's easier said than done, but it actually is easier than you think it is, or it's harder than you think it is based on the story that you have told yourself. I like using the analogy of dropping something. So if I hold this water bottle, okay, it's just as easy for me to let go of it as it is for me to hold on to it. It's simply a decision. It's just as easy for me to hold on to it as if I want to let go of the water bottle, I can just let go of it. Okay? If I want to hold on to the water bottle, I'll hold on to it. And if I don't want to hold on to it, I'll just let it go. Do you get what I'm saying? So the difference is with, hurt in our emotions, okay, or past traumas, and letting that go is, firstly, you have to understand, okay, I deserve to let this go. Even though I didn't cause the hurt on myself, someone else may have caused you the hurt, or a situation or scenario may have caused you the hurt. For example, the hurt of losing my career, that was out of my control. Yeah, I didn't cause that hurt upon myself, right? Nonetheless, it is your responsibility to let that go, and you also deserve to let it go. Why do you want to walk around with things that are weighing you down and are constantly hurting you, even if they're not your fault? It's not about blame here, and it's not about identifying the responsibility. I could say, well, that was the surgeon's responsibility and he failed me, and therefore he has hurt me, and therefore I will hold on to that hurt because I didn't cause it upon myself, right? Or with people as well. That person did that, I didn't do that to myself, therefore they are responsible, and therefore they hold the power to keep hurting me because I keep carrying it with myself. But it's their fault. No. It is actually your fault for carrying the pain. And it's your fault because you have had a story that you have ingrained into your brain, most likely unawareingly. So in a sense, this isn't to put you down, right? In a sense, it's like, it's not really your fault. It's subconscious. You're not aware of it, okay? But once you become aware of it, it is your fault and it is your responsibility, and you deserve to let it go, okay? That's what I'm getting at here. If you have held on to that story that someone hurt me and someone did this, and it's their fault and it's their responsibility for the way that I feel, which makes a lot of sense, okay, particularly with traumas. Nonetheless, though, it's just as much your responsibility to let go of the pain. They can't let go of the pain that's inside you for you. They can't do that. The surgeon cannot let go of the pain that was inside of me. Even if he did apologize, even if he sent me money, he sent me flowers, he, hugged me and said how sorry he was, even if he said sorry, and you know what? It doesn't matter whether someone apologizes or not, okay? Because, as I said, it's one thing to forgive someone else, but it's another one to forgive yourself for holding on to the emotional pain that something or someone else has caused you. So, it is a story that you have wired into your brain that because this hurts so much, I can't let go. I can't let go of the pain because it hurts so much. But understand that the hurt And the pain that you are holding on to is just hurting yourself more and more and more and more. So if we change the story and we change the narrative, then we realize that we are hurting ourselves just as much as someone else has hurt you, because you're holding on to the hurt. And if you decide instead that I'm going to change this story because I deserve to not carry around the hurt, and I deserve to not carry around the emotional baggage that is draining you and exhausting you, then you can learn that it is just as easy to hold on to the hurt as it is to let go of it, okay? And it does come down to a sense of the awareness, and secondly, understanding that you are worthy of not holding on to the pain, okay? It is not your responsibility to hold on to the pain that something or someone else has caused you. And as a person, and I believe there is good in the majority of people, most likely you are a good person. You don't deserve to hold on to the hurt. You don't deserve to hold on to the pain. But it's your hurt and your pain that you are holding on to. You are holding on to the hurt and you are holding on to the pain, and it is your hurt and it is your pain. Now you may say, no, that was their pain that they were reflecting onto me. It was their pain and their hurt that they reflected onto me. They may have reflected it onto you, but it's now your hurt because it is hurting you. So, if we change the narrative and we change the story in our head, that it is easy to let go of something just as much as it is easy to hold on to something, we realize how easy it is to actually let go. To let go of the pain that something or someone else has caused you. It just depends on your beliefs. If you believe that it is really hard to live with the pain and walk around with the pain that something or someone else has caused you, if you believe that it is really hard to let go of that pain, then it's going to be really hard to let go of the pain. Whereas if you believe that it is really easy to let go of the pain just as much as it is easy to hold on to it, then you can really easily just let go of the pain. Especially when you understand that you don't deserve to carry around the pain anyway. That it is just weighing you down. Okay? Because things can happen. People can hurt you. They can. But they can also not hurt you. Things that have happened can also no longer hurt you if you simply decide that it is just as easy to hold on to the pain as it is to let go of the pain. And it is not your responsibility to hold on to the pain that someone else had inside themselves. Originally, whose pain was it? It wasn't actually yours originally. Just at some point, you accepted that pain and subconsciously, unawareingly believed that their pain is now my pain. But originally, was it actually your pain in the first place? Most likely, no. Even with the surgeon, was it originally my pain? Was it originally his pain? Originally, it was his pain of having to sit there and tell me, I'm sorry, but there's nothing more I can do. And I'm sure he sat in the pain of that as well. But regardless, we have to come back to the simple understanding that it comes back to the story that you have subconsciously, meaning unawareingly, believed. And if you can change the story, that it's just as easy for me to drop this water bottle as it is for me to hold on to it, then it is just as easy to let go of the pain as it is to hold on to it. And that starts with self-forgiveness. Learning to forgive yourself for holding on to the emotional baggage, for holding on to the emotional pain that other people or other situations have caused you. They may have caused you the pain. That thing may have caused you the pain. But you are the very thing that's still holding on to the pain. Originally, it was not your pain. Originally, it's not like you did it to yourself, right? So it is just as easy to let go as it is to hold on. And it starts with forgiving yourself. I'm sorry to myself for holding on to that pain. I'm sorry to myself for allowing that to weigh me down. For a lot of people, it's easier to forgive others than it is to forgive themselves. But understand, when you can forgive yourself, you can actually forgive others. And that's where even more letting go and more freedom is found. But nonetheless, I thought I would share this very simple concept that it is just as easy to hold on as it is to let go. And when you understand that it's just as easy to hold on to something as it is to let go, you understand, oh, maybe I have just been telling myself a story and believing a story in my own mind that it's really hard to let go and it's really easy to hold on to it. But that's just a story. That's just something, a narrative that you have told yourself that is stopping you and blocking you from healing. And again, you deserve to not carry around the emotional pain. So forgive yourself for holding on to it and change the story, change the narrative in your own head. That's it for today's video, guys. If you liked this video, drop a like. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, definitely do so, because there's a lot of other content out on my channel already that you might find interesting. Nonetheless, there's always more videos coming out.